Good morning. So today we're working on, oh shit, I'm working on this bad boy. Time to get it done.
No one on the corner has swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger like us. No one on the corner has swagger like us, swagger like us, swagger.
It's showtime. Time for this bad boy to get up in the garage and start getting its new parts installed. Man, I'm uncomfortable with taking this thing apart right now. What's inside the bag? Tools that I need. We will be parking here to get the work done.
Willy Wonka, the amazing chocolatier. Willy Wonka, everybody give a cheer. He's not as clever and so smart, he barely can restrain it. But so much generosity, there is no way to contain it.
Okay, so bumper's off. Now, here's the thing. This clip right here, there's this little clip in here that grabs this right here. That's really tough. That's actually pretty tough to pull off. The rest of these weren't so bad. This came off from inside of there. And then inside of here, there's like a little clip that grabs on top of this and on top of this. So when you go in, you have to go in and lift up. Now what I did was, some videos say, you know, put clips up here, which are up here to keep the bumper from falling off once you get the one side off. Because as soon as you get that side off, as soon as this side comes off, it just dropped. But I expected that, so I'll put a tire. Now the reason why you want to have something to catch it is inside of here. It's not really good light on this side, but right there, fog light connections. So that's next. Da, 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 da. There's the stock intercooler.
Alright.
Yeah. So look at the size of this thing, dude. So that's the stock one. That's the massive replacement. You can see the size difference. It's like totally huge. This thing is like a finger maybe. This thing is like my whole freaking hand. It's like, holy shit, it's a huge difference, man. Thing's monster. Yay! So, one of the most difficult parts I've ever installed had to have been this engine mount. The stock engine mount, as you could see, the stock engine mount has this open area which allows this to flex. So this is what causes your engine to give a little while under acceleration, drag racing, whatnot. So when you get bad wheel hop, it's because this thing is flexing. So when you upgrade these to one of those, it's supposed to help eliminate the flex in the engine and also to help reduce the wheel hop. But if you're going to install one of these, eventually you're also going to upgrade the clutch if you're doing this. When you go to have the clutch done, if you don't have it done in the car, like you have somebody else do it, like Emmanuel over at NA Performance or Eman, when he did my clutch, what they did was they took the subframe off of the car. So at that point in time, it would have been an ideal moment to have taken this Hasport mount to him, so they could have inserted it into the backside back there, which that was so difficult. And then second difficult was this. So it would have been ideal if I would have just had that done at the time, but I didn't. And then over here, I had taken off these bolts here, so that way I could slide the exhaust around to try and get this bolt in. This bolt will not go in with the exhaust system in the way. It just absolutely is a pain. I mean, I had to use, I don't know what this tool is right now, but I had to use this tool to literally lift the exhaust and like pry it out of the way. Use this jack to push up on the engine and the backside, and just all kinds of just prayer and crazy manipulation of tools, and finally I got the bolt in there, so that's where it's going to stay. That's not going to come out at all, ever. Even if the ride quality takes a dive, it's a decision that I made. It's done. Now, over here, this is the factory bracket for the intercooler to hold it up on top. I reinstalled these on both sides. There's this little rubber gasket that's right here that goes in between the coupler and the end tank. You get it off of the original intercooler is over there someplace, but you get it off of that intercooler and you insert them in here and it goes in perfect. It doesn't, there's no issues. This intercooler, like I said, man, look at that. And it's actually a little bit more in, so it's about the size of my hand. So this is way bigger. It's definitely twice as big as the stock one. So that's where I'm at so far. Over here in the back here, there's a bracket that's right here. This is for it bolts down back there. Now this here is the ECT2 sensor. I disconnected it, and I bought a clip, but the clip just is not functioning. So I'm gonna have to go get a rig and get silicone and silicone this in here so that it doesn't come out, because this is the wire that's running to my ethanol kit. So this is what's going to be sending the signal from my ethanol kit to the ECU, so that way it's read and it knows what the voltage is for the ethanol content in the car. And that's where I am right now. Okay, so I've got pretty much all this back on. All of the under tray is back on. I've got the wire for that sensor connected. I don't know, I can't really see it. I can't bend over too far. Fall off the chair. So there's a little issue right here. This plastic. Sorry. So there's an issue with this clip over here. For some reason, this plastic no longer lines up once the Injen intercooler is in the way. So I wanted to keep all the plastic trimmings, because it's all directly diverting air towards the intercooler. So I, kept everything pretty much the same. I just had to use a zip tie on that side. Use some dielectric grease and some silicone on the connector in there. Can't really see it right now. As you can see, the stock fuel line is still in the car. It's all still stock. And I'm going to be doing the e85 conversion fuel lines. So I'm going to be working on that right now. And get back. So, where am I now? I'm done, motherfuckers! What? Yep. It's together. It's together. One more part, but someone else is gonna do that because that shit was a fucking nightmare, and I ain't even trying to deal with that shit. So, the homie that did the clutch, E-Man from NA Performance, I believe the shop is his shop's name out in Ventura. He's gonna do that last part for me, and that'll be it for all the mods. I'm gonna go to the gas station after I eat and fill it up, take her on the road, see how she holds, and see how it goes.